It's not every day you see a 12-year-old walk onto a stage, clutching a rabbit puppet, and completely silence a crowd of thousands. The lights were blinding, the judges were waiting, and the world had no idea what was about to happen. Then the puppet opened its mouth, and a rich, soulful voice filled the room. That moment didn't just make people smile, it made millions of jaws drop. That was the day Darci Lynne Farmer went from a shy Oklahoma girl to a household name around the world. Darci Lynne's story begins far away from the glamour of television cameras. She was born on October 12, 2004 in Oklahoma City, where life was simple and family came first. Her parents, Misty and Clark Farmer, raised her along with her 3 older brothers, and like many little girls, Darci dreamed big. She loved to sing, but performing in front of people terrified her. She'd often sing when no one was watching, letting her voice out only when she felt safe. Shyness followed her everywhere, like a shadow she couldn't quite escape. But fate, as it often does, had other plans. When Darci was 10 years old, she participated in a local pageant called the International Cinderella Scholarship Program. It wasn't the kind of event that usually changes lives, but it did for her. There, she met another contestant, a young ventriloquist named Larissa Bonaquisti, who performed with a puppet Darci watched in awe as Larissa made a puppet sing, talk, and laugh. Something clicked inside her. It wasn't just fascinating, it felt like magic. That day, Darci went home with a new dream: to learn how to bring puppets to life. Her parents encouraged her, and she started teaching herself ventriloquism by watching videos online. She practiced for hours in front of a mirror, trying not to move her lips, finding her own rhythm, and adding her natural sense of humor. Within a few months, she got her first puppet, a rabbit named Petunia, and entered a local talent show called Edmund's Got Talent. She won first place for the first time. The quiet girl found her voice, even if it came through a puppet's mouth. Darci began training with Gary Owen, a professional ventriloquist who immediately noticed her rare combination of musicality, timing, and charm. She also took vocal lessons to strengthen her singing, which she cleverly blended into her ventriloquism acts. It was this perfect balance of humor, heart, and powerful vocals that made her stand out from anyone else. Soon, she appeared on the NBC show Little Big Shots with Steve Harvey, where she wowed audiences with her country twang and adorable character work. People loved her energy, her humor, and how natural she seemed on stage. But no one knew she was just getting started. In 2017, Darci Lynne took a leap that would change her life forever, auditioning for America's Got Talent. On that night, the world saw a nervous 12-year-old walk out with Petunia in her arms. When she said she was a ventriloquist, the audience smiled politely, curious, maybe a little skeptical. But then Petunia started to sing "Summertime," and suddenly everyone forgot that it was supposed to be a puppet singing. It sounded beautiful, effortless, and full of soul. The crowd erupted. Mel B slammed the golden buzzer, showering Darci in gold confetti and setting her on the path to stardom. Through each round, Darci proved she wasn't a one-trick act. She brought new puppet characters, a shy mouse named Oscar, a sassy old lady named Edna, and a cowgirl named Katie. Each with unique voices and personalities, she made people laugh, cry, and cheer, all while singing with a voice that seemed far too powerful for her age. In the finale, she performed a duet with AGT legend Terry Fator, showing that she could stand toe-to-toe with one of the best ventriloquists in the world. When the final votes came in, Darci Lynne was crowned the winner of America's Got Talent Season 12, becoming the youngest ventriloquist ever to win and one of the youngest champions in the show's history. Overnight, she became a global sensation. Her performances went viral, collecting hundreds of millions of views online. She was invited to appear on talk shows, Christmas specials, and even performed at the Grand Ole Opry. But what stood out wasn't just her skill, it was her genuine, joyful personality. Fame never seemed to change her. She stayed humble, funny, and full of gratitude. Winning AGT could have been the peak of her story, but for Darci, it was just the beginning. She launched her first national tour, Darci Lynne and Friends Live. Selling out theaters across America, families came not just to watch her perform, but to be inspired. Kids who once felt shy saw themselves in her, proof that confidence can be learned and dreams can be built from the smallest sparks. As she grew older, so did her act. Darci began to explore music beyond ventriloquism. She started writing her own songs, mixing elements of country and pop in interviews. She said singing was always her first love. Ventriloquism just gave her a way to share it with the world. That artistic maturity became clear when she returned to America's Got Talent, Fantasy League in 2024, and shocked everyone by performing without her puppet. It was a powerful moment, a statement that she wasn't just the puppet girl anymore, but a singer and performer ready to take full control of her craft. Offstage, Darci stays deeply connected to her roots. She still lives in Oklahoma and often shares glimpses of her family life in everyday moments. Her parents remain her biggest supporters, traveling with her on tours and helping her balance fame with normal teenage life. Despite all the attention, Darci has managed to stay grounded, something many young stars struggle with. A huge part of her connection with fans comes through her YouTube channel, Darci Lynne Official, which she started in 2015. Over the years, it's become her digital home, a place where she shares her performances, tour highlights, and even personal vlogs. With over 1.26 million subscribers and more than 230 million views, her channel is a testament to her continued popularity. Fans from all around the world tune in to watch her sing, perform with her puppets, or just talk about her day. It's more than just a channel. It's a window into her evolution from a young ventriloquist to a confident artist. What makes Darci's story so powerful isn't just the fame or the trophies. It's the way she turned something unusual, ventriloquism, into a tool for empowerment. She took something old-fashioned and gave it new life, showing that creativity has no limits. Through her puppets, she learned to face the world, and through her voice, she learned to express herself fully. Today, Darci Lynne continues to perform, write music, and inspire a new generation of dreamers. She's grown from that shy little girl with a rabbit puppet into a bold young woman with her own voice, literally and figuratively. Her journey reminds us that courage doesn't mean you're never afraid, it means doing it anyway. When she first stepped on that America's Got Talent stage, no one knew that a simple performance would touch millions of hearts. But Darci did more than perform, she connected. She made people laugh, made them believe, and made them remember what true talent looks like when it's driven by passion and heart. And even now, as her career continues to evolve, one thing remains certain. Darci Lynne isn't done amazing the world. Whether she's singing with Petunia, writing her own songs, or performing on stage, she's proof that with a little courage and a lot of practice, you can turn your quietest dream into something the whole world can hear.